So let's set it up.
Welcome back. This is Smell the Rosè podcast, and I'm Carly.
And I'm Jas.
And we are here.
To spread the word. I don't remember what I said.
Oh, shit. Whatever. Anyways, we already poured our glasses because the struggle bus is in full route today. So
y'all need to play catch up.
all right.
So, yeah.
I'm feeling this one for
It's
sure.
good, though. 12.5, it says.
Oh,
Is the percent.
feisty bitch. Oh, BITCH. Too late. Sorry. Nathan got this one for us, so we feel like there's some underlying thing he's trying to tell us.
Yeah. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Oh, looked away real quick.
All right, now.
But
It's
I'm
still a good choice.
yeah, I'm giving this one an 8. I know I give all of them an 8, but it's genuinely good. I would drink this again.
I'm still going 7.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But you would drink it again.
I would definitely.
I feel like that's why I always give things 8s, because I'm like, if I drink it again, it deserves an 8.
It's definitely 8. And we haven't encountered like a 10 out of 10 yet. But in all honesty, is alcohol ever a 10 out of 10? Like, we're drinking it because we want to.
Right.
Alcohol is disgusting.
It's a 10 out of 10 when you're already drunk.
Yeah.
And it tastes like water.
Yeah. Whew, that's
So,
bad.
Yeah, not good. Any life updates?
Well, Lay's in swim class.
Killing it.
Yes, she's been doing it for a month and 2 weeks now. She started off with a class of like 5, and now it's just her. So if Goldfish see this, they're gonna think we're getting back. But hey, no one's showing us. I'm basically getting private lessons for the low.
I love that for you guys.
Yeah, and when she's in class, you swear she's been here before. They have you put the baby on your chest. They can do like a black float. Jesus, a back float. And she's literally just sitting there floating. And, like, I even let her go for a second, and she truly, like, floated for a second, but I got scared, so I held her again.
Yeah.
But, like, she's doing great. I went from holding her like this when she grabbed the little toys and put it in the bucket to where I'm holding her like this, and she's doing, like, a little doggy paddle because she thinks she's crawling.
Aw.
Yes. I have my little swimmer happening,
So,
you know?
I signed both my kids up for swim lessons. Nike loves it, like a passion of his.
Yeah.
Milo hates it. Like, does not like to be in the water at all. And, like, I did it around the same age that Lay is with Milo. Can't. I gave up. I was like, all right, well, I guess it's just not your thing. Like, Nathan's really good at swimming. I know how to swim, so I feel like we'll be able to teach him enough to keep himself alive when he's, like, of age.
Yeah.
But, yeah, until then, floaties. He's only 2, so parent supervision regardless. But like, definitely not Nike. Nike's doing laps. Nike's jumping off the diving board. Nike's all up in it. He loves the water.
Yeah, I'm like, Lay, you're going to be doing this until you're able to save me and your dad, because we don't know how to swim. And
not
it's crazy.
being a stereotype.
Man, have to. Like, I literally was having a conversation with my cousin. She's like, yeah, my baby don't want to do it, and I'm quite frankly over it. I said, this is one thing I'm going to have to force myself to get through, especially through the winter, because she's learning how to swim. She has to break the stereotype.
My parents signed all of us up for swim lessons, and I'm the only one that, I think my older sister can swim, but my other 2 don't at all. So
it's crazy. My mom knows how to swim. None of her kids do. What were you doing,
She
lady?
said, I can do it, so y'all don't need to.
I can save you.
We're good.
Yeah.
It's not cheap either to sign your kid up for swim lessons. So I could see why, like, parents are like, I'll just do it myself, and then probably never get around to it. But
definitely. But no, I'm enjoying it. And, you know, you have, like, the parent and baby swim classes first. So I'm going to be sad when she get by herself. I hope she don't freak out, though.
it freaked me out when Nike went from being with me to not. Because I'm like, he can swim, but not on his own. And now I'm trusting some other random person, like, with 5 other kids or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I know. I got it lucky right now, so hopefully it lasts for a little while so I can get really calm. Because right now, like, one of the tasks is, like, dip your child. Do a little quick dip.
I was going to ask you, does she like that?
I haven't done it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I've tried. Like,
because Milo came up like,
I get this far.
Okay.
Like the water gets in her nose and she still does this, but I haven't got her fully under for the dip.
Okay.
They're like, it's okay, you're controlling it. I said, that's the problem. I'm petrified. So maybe when her dad goes in the water with her next month, he'll be able to do it.
Okay.
I can't.
Yeah.
I was in there like, I can't do it. I'm going to cry.
Oh man.
So yeah, I don't
You're
know.
funny.
We'll see.
Nice.
And then my mom chimes in, shouldn't the parent who knows how to swim be in this class? I said, wow, please stay on the sideline.
Dang,
Well, I need to know. She wants to get in the water. That's why.
she wants. That's her baby.
Literally.
That's
She'd be
funny.
telling me I'm tripping.
So it's funny that she goes. Obviously, Lay's dad goes. Does Chloe go sometimes?
Yes.
I feel like even Tay's sister has been.
No, she hasn't been yet.
Oh, okay.
But if it's not Tay, it's my mom and Chloe, and they're both like.
I was gonna say,
set up, bro.
Lay's got an audience regardless.
All the time. So like she seen my mom walk in across the pool, biggest smile ever. And like she always wakes up from a nap when we do swim class. So I'm like, oh, she's not gonna have no energy. Seeing my mom, she's like a little fish. I'm like,
yeah,
all right.
legs start kicking.
Yeah.
Aww,
So
that's good though. She loves her grandma.
it is.
What do we call your mom?
So
Grandma?
I wanted to keep it the same because obviously I have 7 nieces and 1 nephew.
Mm-hmm.
And technically they are not my mom's grandchildren, but my sisters and brothers claim my mom is their mom. And they grew up around her because they come around me. So everyone calls her Gigi because I didn't really want to stick Granny on it because it's not really that. Wait till they get older.
Granny is such an old lady name.
It is.
And your mom's not old.
At all. So she's Gigi.
That's cute.
Yeah, and then like I kind of told her, I'm like, it's like grand because my mom's favorite grandmother was her great grandmother, and she lived to be 100. They was really close. I'm like, it's like grand, so Gigi.
Yeah.
So mom was fine with that. She said we can just keep like calling me that too.
Oh.
I don't know. We gotta have another conversation. I think I want to switch that. But anyways,
Okay.
I don't know. I have to still think about it. But yeah,
It's funny though because like I never even thought of that, but yeah, like all of the grandparents in my kid's life have different names. No one is
the same
grandma or grandpa.
Yeah.
Well, like my mom's Grandma Jill, but like it's Grandma Jill. It's not grandma.
Yeah.
Like,
well, at least you didn't grow up how I grew up. Mine's on my dad's
Confused?
side.
oh.
Mine on my dad's side is grandmother and grandfather.
Ooh.
So yes, you can
Very
say grandma.
old.
You couldn't say none of that. It was grandmother. So yeah.
I mean, the respect they wanted, they
Yeah.
got.
And that's how we all say it. Not one person can slip up and say it without getting their lips popped.
So it's similar. My dad wants to be addressed by Mr. his last name.
Mm-hmm.
And until you've earned that or you're an adult, you call him that.
Mister, yeah.
So, which has always been weird for me and my siblings because a lot of parents aren't together anymore, so they have different last names. So, like, my best friend in high school, her mom's last name was different than her last name, and I would call her Mrs.
The child's
last name. And she would always laugh at me, and I was like, until you tell me that I should call you something else, like I don't know what to call you, because that's literally how my parents raised me.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how I feel about it, like being a parent now. Like we'll see when we're older. Like I can't Mrs. Cruz, like that sounds so, oh shoot, I don't know if I want you, well whatever. Whatever, it's a last name.
Well, I kind of was the same way, but if I didn't know, I used to say Miss the first name.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I was so confused,
Mm-hmm.
like you said. So it was always Miss the first name or Mr. that, unless they told me. Like, for example, my boyfriend's granny, he called her Grams, and I didn't know her first name for the longest, so it was Grams for me. So now that I know her name, I tried it. It sounds weird. So I'm like, you just gonna have to be Grams. I'm sorry.
So Nathan and I have 2 last names. It's not hyphenated, but Nathan's mom has one of those last names, obviously. And I don't really know how to pronounce it. I know I've been with Nathan for 10-ish years, but it's not an easy Hispanic name. It's not even common. So I try not to address Nathan's mom at all. Because I want to call her by her, like, Miss last name. I mean, at this point, I feel like I can call her by her first name, but I just would be like, excuse me? Like,
You don't say nothing to this day?
at this point, I think I call her by her first name, but it took me, I think, until I had kids for me to be comfortable enough to call her by her first name. We never had the conversation of what I should call her. I know her last name isn't our last name, or it's part of our last name.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard to say. So
No,
I just
you're not wrong. I'd rather say it right than say it wrong.
even her first name is hard to say for a white person.
Wait,
if you can't like roll your R's, or like
it sounds
I
weird.
don't know what. Yeah, is it an R that makes her name? Yeah, it's an R.
It's the R.
So, yeah, you can say it the white way or the non-Hispanic way, and you can say it the Hispanic way. And like, obviously, I want to say her name correctly.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of respect for her. But yeah, I just I try to avoid it at all costs because it's so hard.
Wait, so how do you feel about just calling your significant other's parent mom and dad?
I don't feel comfortable doing that. I know a lot of people do. I would prefer Nathan to call my parents by their first names because I think we all are adults. And I also am very much a person, like, how you introduce yourself is how I'm going to address you for the rest of time. So,
I love that.
like I'm sorry, I do mess up your name a lot, but you introduce yourself as Jas.
Yeah.
So I try to call you Jas. I tend to call you Jazzy or Jasmine, but
that's just our relationship as friends.
But like, Nathan introduced himself as Nathan, and I've never switched up from that. I've never called him Nate. I mean, I call him nicknames and stuff, but when people are asking what his name is, I'm calling him by Nathan, not Nate, not whatever, you know. It will be interesting when my kids have friends and I have to be like, I'm Mrs. Cruz or Miss Carly. I feel like Miss Carly sounds better, but
I don't know. It's our generation. Miss Carly would be better. Yeah, my family, we stick with the full name. Is if you was born with Jasmine, you're Jasmine. Like, no one in my family calls me Jas. I mean, no, I can't think of not one person that probably calls me Jas.
Yeah, I was going to say Chloe definitely doesn't.
No, it's definitely Jasmine. So, like, I really wanted, if my family is the whole name, I wanted, like, my friends and outside of my family to be Jas. Then my boyfriend just wanted to be funny, and he changed my contact in his phone to Jasmine. And I was like, we should fucking fight.
We should fight.
And
That's
he
funny.
got his granny calling me Jasmine. One day I walked through the door, hey, Jasmine. I said, that is not how I introduce myself to you. I am Jas. Like,
yeah.
Lord.
So I don't even know how we got on this subject, but it's weird that, like, everyone calls everyone like something different, or how they approach it is, like, so different. But I feel like the best rule of thumb is, like, however they introduce you is, like,
stick to that,
how you should address them, like, going forward. And parents and adults, you need to be very clear on what you want, because that's another thing. Like, and Nathan and I were older when we started dating, but still, like, children, I guess. So I don't know if my dad ever was like, you need to call me Mr., like, you know, but I don't think Nathan ever did. I think he always called him by his first name, because we were in that weird stage where it was like, we're about to be 18, but so technically we're adults, but not technically. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. I have a bad habit of just talking to people. Like, if I don't know how to address you, I just walk up talking.
That's pretty much what it was with with Nathan's mom. Damn, I'm slipping.
It's okay. What's funny is we got a video. Well, my boyfriend has a video of his son. You know how I tell you, like, they could be real weird. Like, he does this, like, Game of Thrones accent sometimes. And he got a video. He's like, at my baby shower, how should I address you, Lord or Father?
Oh.
He said, Your Grace. I was like, y'all gotta go. Like, please get away from me. It's so
funny, like, seeing him as such a nerd. Like, he's the biggest nerd. Like,
you guys, if y'all seen this man, you be like, oh, no, that's not.
And, like,
how she explains him.
Lauren my sister and him would be able to talk for hours about anything. I swear. They like are Lauren's like, love you to death, Lauren, a big nerd. Like she is, when she obsesses over something, she obsesses over something. And like I don't know if that's like how he is, but he knows a lot about a lot of things, and it's a lot of the same things Lauren knows. So
Yeah.
I'm like, they just need to link up
They
one
do.
day.
We got to make that happen.
Just Lauren, they would be the weirdest friends, but they definitely would be besties, like
It'll
locked
be
in
funny
day
watching.
one.
It'll definitely be funny watching.
It was funny when we bought these cameras. We met a guy at Best Buy, cool as hell. Immediately, Jazz flipped a switch and started nerding out on me. I was like, and like I know some things, but I can't keep up on a lot of things.
It started with me trying to defend you, and next thing you know, I was going down the rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It was so funny. It's funny that, like, you also don't come off as a nerd, but you can definitely flip a switch and be a complete nerd. Yeah. We love that for you. I wish I had some hobbies. Okay, anyways, topic of the day is girl code. So I'm going to refer to my phone for a few things, but first I'm going to go through a list of phrases that girls say, and you're going to tell me what you think the meaning is. I think you're going to hit 99 of them on the head for sure.
Okay.
All right, first one.
It's more like,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay.
Like she's mad.
Yeah.
She's not here for it.
Not listening.
Not into it. All right. It's whatever.
Still mad. Like it's like you given an option, you already expressed your opinion, and nobody listened to it. So at this point, it's whatever.
Yeah, like you do care, but
at this point, do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't care. Okay. I'm fine.
She's not.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
You better ask them questions. What's wrong?
Right. All right. I don't want to talk about it.
They want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably weighing heavy.
Yeah, and it may not need to be talked about now, but you definitely need to bring it up in the next like hour.
Right. Like don't take her word for that.
No. Don't wait days to have this conversation.
It says just hug us for an hour, but I don't want that.
I'm gonna say that's not me.
That's a little bit too long. But yeah, you should definitely ask what's wrong at some point.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay.
They disagree.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, they disagree for sure.
It says her heart shattered, which that's a little aggressive, but yeah. It's definitely that. Like, I'm not agreeing with you, but okay. Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Just the straight, like, okay.
Nah. They don't agree.
It's at that point, it's just like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, I can't argue. Oh, okay, wait. So they specify OKAY versus OK. They said OKAY is everything is good. Mm-hmm. And then they have okay, something is wrong.
No, there's something wrong. If I hit you with the K, you in trouble.
K is like, I'm pissed.
Stop
like, K, bye.
No, for real.
Bye. That's funny. Oh, that's the next one. K, something is really wrong.
Yes.
I'm just tired. I feel like that has a multiple meaning.
Tired.
But I feel like I'm just tired is like, I'm over it. I don't feel like dealing with whatever this is. I'm tired of this situation.
Or you truly frustrated and you just don't want to talk about it, so you're just blaming it on being tired, but the whole time you're like over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you okay? Oh, this one. I don't know if you'll get this one. Are you okay? So they said making sure you still care, which is me.
Yeah. Damn. I really be meaning it when I say, are you okay?
Well, it's more like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? Like, why are you acting funny? Like, are things good? You know, that's how I mean it. If she says, I'm sorry versus sorry.
I'm sorry is genuine. Sorry is like, Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck this. I'm done talking about this.
Here's your apology.
Here's your apology. Your half-ass apology. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sorry is like, I'm sorry.
I'm
like
genuinely
I
sorry.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, good night spelled out or just GN, which I never type GN. So if I'm typing GN,
If I see it,
I'm mad.
I'm gonna be like, the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Good night.
right. So yeah, they said good night spelled out is just like, all right, good night, we're going to bed on good terms. GN is like she's annoyed, like, yeah, you're not even getting the whole word spelled. That's funny. I feel like those are pretty fucking accurate.
They are.
I'm
I
not a
agree
big
with that.
texter, but yeah, if I'm being short with you, know something's fucked up. If I go from okay to K, like,
Cause I type out everything. If I'm shortening anything besides my basics, WYD and WYA,
yeah,
something's wrong.
right.
Legit wrong.
We have talked about this before. Like, I don't even type out IDK or IDC or whatever. We don't do any of that.
So if I'm not typing that shit out, it's a problem.
All right, men, now you know.
Yep.
Women, now you know.
Or
Women, you should already know.
You should already know. But or even if like you're not texting back in a timely manner, we text back unless we like working.
If I'm not texting you back, I'm not feeling it. I'm definitely not in the mood.
I'm contemplating on how I could say something nice.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Or if I'm texting back immediately, I'm expecting you to text back immediately because I'm waiting. I'm watching those bubbles and I'm waiting for your thing to send so I can start sending shit back to you, which you got me heated at that point.
Pre-typed.
You know what I mean?
You got stuff pre-typed.
I'm not even listening to what you have to say. Like, that's how you know you got me all the way fucked up.
Let me see what I got. I don't think I have like phrases.
All right, yeah. I mean, girl code is literally so many things.
Okay, so always check in with your friends when they are on a date with a new guy. Never know. You never know if you don't need to be saved.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I feel like there is a specific story. I don't know the girl's name, but she went on a date. She brought him home, and he murdered her in the home and never saw her again. So I feel like you just, even if it's for a short time, just share your location with anyone, your mom, your best friend, like, so we can at least see where you are, you know?
Yeah. This off topic, but I like sharing my location with people, and I like seeing their location because I'm nosy. Because this was one time I was at a sex room in Chicago, and my friend sent me a screenshot like, okay, get it, girl. I was like, damn, nosy.
Yeah.
But no, I get it. Can be very
That's
saving.
funny that you say that because I just recently drove to Indiana and our friend drove separate from us. So I shared my location with her. So, like, because we were driving and we weren't keeping up with each other. So I just felt like it made sense. And I showed mine or shared mine for like infinity or whatever it says. Indefinitely. Anyways, and she shared it for like the day or whatever, the hour, yeah. And I was just like, dang, okay, well, I'm not upset, but when you leave, can you share with me again? Because, like, I just want to know, like,
I want to make sure you safe, like, geez.
Yeah, like Nathan and I have Life 360, and I even have like his whole family on that app because they have my kids a lot of times, and like they understand. They want, like, if something happens to them and they can't help my kids, like, I want to know, like,
yeah, I want to know where your last
Life
spot
360 even says like when you get into a car accident. So it's like, yeah, so if there's like an abrupt stop or something like that, it notifies me. So
I probably don't need Life 360. I hit the brakes kind of hard, but
no, it's like an abrupt one.
Rescue any girl you see being hit on by a creep.
Yeah, I feel like that one's a good one, but it's also hard. Yeah. Like, how do you know she doesn't like it?
Yeah, especially when they drunk. It'd be kind of funny.
I feel like sometimes I'll butt in and just kind of like, are you okay? Right. And if she's like, yeah, I'm good, then I'll be like, okay, like, have a good night.
I'm watching
But I feel like it's better to question it than not question it.
Yeah.
I think you were out with us the one night that we were out and a girl and a guy were getting into it, and our whole friend group just like swarmed them.
Oh yeah, we was at that bar under the
And we were like
by the door.
right? And we were like pushing him out. We were like, get away! Like, she don't want you. She don't. And she was so like distraught and like thankful that we did it. So it's like, it's better just to butt in and make sure rather than assume everything's calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah, because you can really save somebody's life.
Yeah.
No, never go after your friend's crush. I feel like that's childish.
Yeah, why are you doing that?
Yeah, like if you crushing, they crushing for reasons. Possibly they can get together unless it's like a lost cause for sure. But if the crush come talking to you, hey, you never know. You be crushing on somebody that's not looking for you at all.
Yeah, I feel like that could be a little bit borderline breaking girl code. So if she's crushing on someone and they don't like her back,
But they like you.
I think the conversation needs to happen before you're pursuing him.
That means we both was crushing on him if that's the case.
Yeah, but like, was she verbalizing it and you weren't? Because I have a problem with that. Like,
what you hiding?
Yeah, what are you hiding?
Yeah, that's weird.
Weird behavior.
Always tell a girl when her boobs are out.
That's obvious.
No, definitely. If I see a nip slip, hey.
Men are disgusting. They eat that shit up. You, bing, boner city. Titty out, boner city. So I have don't fight over a guy, obviously. Like, to kind of double back to like what you were just saying. Like, if y'all like the same guy, either one likes one more than the other does, and like, cool, calm, cool, collected, we're gonna agree to disagree that this person's getting it and the other one's not, or it, them, him,
or none of us.
Or none of us. Yeah, and like, I get, if you go behind, if we agree that none of us are getting him and you go behind my back and try to do some shit anyways, I'm gonna feel some type of way. That's breaking girl code.
I feel like in those type of situations, none of us. Just make it easy because someone's gonna feel some type of way regardless.
Yeah, and if I'm the girl that ends up pursuing him, I'm never gonna trust my friend. And like, what kind of friendship is that if you can't trust your friend?
Yeah, you might as well not be friends.
And like, it almost might go and bleed like into your relationship too, which like, fuck that.
That's a good point.
So watch out for each other. We talked about that. Don't tell each other secrets. So like, I feel like this one is obvious, but also happens so easily. Like, especially in like a big friend group, it's like, if I tell you something, I'm telling you and only you. If I wanted to tell everyone, I would tell everyone.
In the group chat.
It's not your place to tell the next person or the next person, you know? And I shouldn't have to even be like, don't tell anyone, you know? Like, if I'm telling you something, it should be between you and I.
Yeah. Because like you said, if I wanted everybody to know, I'm telling everybody.
Yeah.
If I ain't make my way around, it's not your place to make it around to tell everybody what I didn't get the chance to do yet.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, no. Like, secret safe with me, you know, zip the lip, lock the key type shit.
That's why I don't like friend groups. It's too complicated.
I don't have any, so I can tell you.
I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah. Well, I do have a friend group, but we're not like, we're like all married couples, so it's not really like messy like that, if that makes sense. Okay, don't date each other's exes. Do I have to elaborate?
No.
All right. Never choose a guy over your friend. I am guilty of that, but that's fucked up.
I will only choose a guy over my friend if it's sex related.
She needs that D and she needs it now.
No, definitely. And you have to understand, like, if we at the club, my man trying to take me to the car real fast, I will be back.
Okay, but as your friend,
go.
Get it.
Like what?
Like, do it in the bathroom, do it on the dance floor, do it wherever you need it. I mean, not the dance floor, but I'll cover you if that's what you want.
I feel like anytime there's like someone about to get some dick or whatever, you covered.
Yeah, I feel like you need to, as a friend, that's your responsibility to support that decision.
Lock the door.
I'm here for it, to be honest.
No, definitely.
Like, that's not, I don't think that's picking a guy. I'm thinking more picking a guy over your friend is like, okay, they both want to hang out, and you're like, oh no, I'm going to go hang out with my boyfriend instead.
You got to have a happy medium.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, consistently picking your boyfriend over your friend.
Okay, well, yeah, you're bad.
But, no, yeah, you're bad. But if it's like, if I'm hanging out, okay, here's another thing I kind of find shady. I could see some situations working out, but, like, if I'm hanging out and you're all of a sudden being like, okay, I gotta go. And I'm like, why? And you're like, the dick is waiting for me. Like, I got a problem with that. Because it's like, come on.
Like,
be for real. Like, wait until the bar closes or something. Or, like, there's been times that you and I have been out and it's just, like, not the vibe. And we're like, okay, like, let's just wrap this up.
Right.
You know, like, we don't have to stay till bar close.
Right.
So it's like, if that's the vibe, then say, like, let's wrap this thing up. Not be like, okay, I'm going to go get this.
If she was smart, she'll have him pull up and do it outside real fast, and let's get back to it.
Yeah, I support that over being like, I'm going to end this whole entire night.
No, for sure. I can see that.
So, yeah, I think there's definitely, like, requirements and, like, stipulations to that one. Don't backstab or talk behind each other's backs. That's a basic friend thing.
Yeah, it don't have to necessarily be girl code. It's person code.
Yeah, it's just like, to be a good human being, don't be shady, don't be manipulative, don't talk behind people's backs. If you have something you want to say to your friend, find a nice way to say it, or don't say it at all, which tends to be me. Because I think I'm saying something nice and then I'm not, so I just don't. Unless it's really starting to get to me or it's causing a problem.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, I'm going to have to bite this bullet and try my best to say it nice.
Like, what's up, bitch? Like, you being real weird.
You're being weird.
Weirdo.
These are just basic ones I have. So be honest with each other, support each other, give honest advice. Like, I don't think that's girl code. I think that's just being a human being. Cheers to that.
Okay.
That's just being a basic human being. Like, be respectful, be mature, don't fuck exes, don't try to date their boyfriends. Just be a good fucking person.
So I don't like this one. I like it to an extent. Allow your friends to just vent. Don't say anything, just listen. Hell no. I'm going to say what I got to say. And I'm going to always tell you that I'm here to support you. Whatever you choose to do, I got your back. But bitch, you finna hear this.
Okay, I actually agree with that. So there's multiple levels to this that came to my mind. First, you can vent, but don't expect me to sit here and take the bullshit. Especially if you're venting about me to me, which I respect. I respect that you felt comfortable enough to talk to me. But at the same time, there's probably, like, reasons behind my actions, and I deserve to speak on that. Second, if you're being a dumbass, I'm gonna tell you. Like you said, I'm gonna support you no matter what decision you make, but if you're making a dumbass decision, I'm gonna let you know with the most love behind it as possible. I think that was the main thing that I was thinking, but, like, yeah, just in general, like, don't expect me to just sit here and be all ears and not give you feedback. Like,
this not a real friendship relationship. Like,
you're not being a good friend if you're not giving valid feedback.
Right, especially if you know your friend is wrong. Yeah, no. I need to say what I got to say. You can choose to listen to it if you want to, but I got your back regardless. What we doing?
No, for sure. I feel like this, the most obvious example, like, okay, say your boyfriend cheats on you and you decide that you want to stay with them. Do I think it's a dumbass decision? Obviously. Do I support whatever decision you make? Absolutely. I'm going to be there for you no matter what. Like, because have I stayed in relationships too fucking long? Absolutely. Like, have I made dumb decisions before? Absolutely. Like, and I would expect my friend to be there for me. And I would expect my friend to also be like, hey, I love you, but you're not thinking for yourself.
Yeah.
You know? But
this, and that is happening, and you should handle it this way.
mm-hmm.
But if you choose not to, whatever, we can get through it.
Yeah. And yeah, just know it's coming from love. Like, it's not coming from ill intent. It's not coming because I want you to, coming from like a miserable place. Like, I genuinely want you to be happy. You're my friend.
Right.
Like, you know. And like we were talking about in the last episode, a lot of people stay after they get cheated on. I feel like that's normal. Like,
yeah, you can't really look down on nobody for that.
No, you can't judge anyone for anything for staying in a relationship. Relationships are hard. They're not easy. Like, you have to put in the work. I'm not saying you should stay because you got cheated on, but I'm not going to judge you if you do.
Right. We all done it.
We've all been there in like the weirdest ways, the weirdest things, you know. In everyone's definition of cheating is also very different. So,
That
but
can go far.
yeah, we can talk about that a different episode because cheating is gotten to an extreme, and catching people cheating, y'all, that is a fucking sport at this point. Like,
it is like a special task that you know how you got like packed in your bag.
it's so funny too because we've talked about this, like not being like into like technology and not being like very savvy with it and stuff, but when it comes to like digging through people's phones and stuff,
You know it all.
you got to.
I know exactly where I'm going first.
Yeah, Android, iPhone,
I
we
know where
got
I'm
you.
going.
Yeah.
I just need 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna find it.
We're gonna get that shit unlocked. We're gonna find what we want to find.
People think that the face recognition matters. They don't care if you sleep.
Eyes closed. I mean, let's be very fucking honest.
That's crazy.
Did I send you a text message I was not aware of this morning? Was it this morning?
It was yesterday.
Anyways, long story short, I have a watch and my son was playing with it, had me on Do Not Disturb, didn't know, and sent Jasmine a
weird emoji.
octopus with its head like mind blown. No idea. When she texted me saying, "What is that?" I was like, honestly, no idea. So there's too many ways.
Yeah.
How about just don't cheat?
Just don't do it.
You're gonna get caught. And if we're approaching you, we already know.
Yep.
You already got caught.
Why don't men know that? Stupid.
Either they don't know that or they don't care.
Mm.
Still trying to figure that out. But also men are stupid.
Stupid. Oh, Lord.
It's so funny looking at Nathan's face in the background.
We're not talking about you.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about men besides you.
All the old hoes.
Yeah. I mean, I was stupid for dating them too. So, side note, I don't remember if I cheated on my boyfriend or if I respectfully left him. But anyways, my friend broke girl code that day with that man. So fuck them. Anyways, the point of the story is how I met Nathan. So Nathan and I used to work at McDonald's together, and I started after him, so he was already like familiar with workflow and stuff like that. And they put you on fries when you first start. This is so funny. Okay, you have to remember I'm like a teenager. Also, I was forced to get a job and whatever, not the point. Anyways, so I'm making fries. You have to have like a certain amount of medium fries and a certain amount of small fries. And Nathan called out saying he needed a large fry. So I'm like, oh, this is my time to shine. I make myself a large fry and I walk it to him. I say, here you go. Here's your large fry. He said, okay, I don't need it right now. Shut the fuck down. The embarrassment I felt. And, like, we've talked about this. Nathan, like, kind of remembers it, but it's not, like, embedded in his fucking brain like it is me because the trauma. So, I don't remember the exact point of the story, but long story short is eventually I got to a point where I got Nathan's number. And I was slowly breaking him down, you know, because he was not with it. If you guys have known Nathan or you don't, he's super shy, super quiet, super reserved, not with the shit. Like, he is not super, like, gonna come up to you and be like, hey, you know. Well, that was gay as fuck, but oh, we love the LGBTQ community. Very feminine of him to be like, hey. So he's just not that type of person.
Right.
Okay. So one day I had his number and I was broken up with my boyfriend at this point. So this is what makes me feel like I wasn't cheating on him. I was drunk with friends and I called him and I said, hey, I heard Puerto Ricans have big dicks. Mind you, I don't know any other Puerto Ricans.
Don't know where you heard this.
Don't know if I even heard that before, but yeah, I asked him that, and he laughed at me. I don't remember if he even responded or not. Probably not. And the rest is history. Married with 2 kids. Okay. Yeah.
So you embarrassed your way into a relationship.
I sure did. I feel like being goofy is the best part of a relationship. So
yeah, I think I got, well, not similar, but I embarrassed myself. At least I think I was embarrassed. This is back when I was living in Vegas, and I used to come home during the summer. And my cousin was dating this guy who had this brother who was like 100% my type at the time. Light skin, long hair. I was just in love. And we would spend the night at my cousin's house watching a scary movie. I don't do those. So I'm not trying to pay attention. But my pajamas is like booty shorts and a tank top. I got my fresh boobs out because, you know, I just blossomed.
oh, we love that for you.
No, definitely. And like, I knew he was flirting with me. I'd be flirting with him. We understood what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you trying to watch this scary movie? Like, I'm literally here trying to bust it open for you. So, like, I'm literally on top of him, kissing him, everything. Like, literally, like, grinding it, everything. Let's do this right now. Fuck this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do anything. So, maybe that's guy code that you just sat here and just let some pussy sit on your lap and you ain't do shit. But
we love the LGBTQ community. Gay.
But like, for real, I literally thought, I'm like, dog, you gotta be gay, because like I literally was right there.
That's a humbling ass moment for sure.
Bro.
It's the pretty privilege for me though.
No, for sure.
You definitely were humbled in that moment.
Definitely was humble, and I'm just like, I literally threw myself at you, did some hoe shit, and nothing happened.
Yeah, and like I'm sure even then you were like, I shouldn't have to do all this.
I shouldn't. I'm literally in town with all my hoes. I could have went to any one of them. And here I am on you. And then fast forward maybe like 5 years later, we're 18. I don't know if that's the exact time, so don't hold me against it. But yeah, we're older, and he slid in my inbox.
Motherfucker. I could hear it coming. He's tired.
He said,
Hot Wheels. Okay, go. So you said, don't hold me to it.
don't hold me to it.
He wants his mom.
Don't hold me to the math, but I know we were 18 at the time, and I remember leaving from being out, and he slid in my inbox, and I was like, oh, I know what you want. Where you at? I'm pulling up type shit. Pulled up, got it, and yeah, was a little disappointed. So you know who you are. Anyways,
I don't know if I can say this, but you can. That's that light skin shit.
light skin shit for sure. And I'm like, damn, I wish,
Constant disappointment.
I
Y'all
wish I
need to
would've
stop
known this.
hyping yourself
no,
up.
for real. I wish I would have known this as a teenager, and not when I became an adult. Like, I just wasted a body.
A body
And I'm like, damn.
that you waited 3 years for,
Pretty much.
when you could have just gotten it done and over with.
And think about it. Yes, I was young having sex then, but you bumping the roads right now. You ain't getting that real good at this age. So you could have slid with that.
Yeah.
I'm older now, and it's like, oh, I have better.
Expectations. If you would have slid 3 years ago, I didn't have these expectations.
You would have been just fine.
So then 3 years later, you slid, I would have been like, I'll give it another chance.
Exactly.
But now it's like off the table. You done fucked up.
You can't even look at my ass.
You don't get shit from me.
Dude, so I'm just like, damn.
The humbleness. It's so
Humbleness.
funny because I didn't even know what pretty privilege was until someone told me about it. And then it's like, I mean, I don't want to sound like I have pretty privilege, but it's a thing.
It is.
It's a thing. And if you have it and you are not aware of it, it's because you have it and you don't have to worry about it.
No, for sure. Like, I used to be able to control the narrative. Like, motherfuckers used to want me. Oh, I'm just trying to smash this and
Yeah.
that. Like, maybe later. And here I am, like, you can get this shit right now. And
Yeah.
it didn't happen.
Yeah. Okay, but can we talk about it? If you're a 10, you're usually bad
Yeah.
in bed, so you need to act like a 2. Like,
A 2 is so crazy to me.
okay, I've
dog.
never been with a 2, but I'm sure it's crazy.
Um,
I'm sure it's crazy.
Putting in work.
They have to.
Have to.
Even a 4,
Dog.
you gotta.
You gotta at least be what's your favorite number? 8. So I
An
need you.
8 to consider.
Man.
And I'm sure even then you still got to put in some effort.
Yeah. So I know.
That's what makes you an 8 is the effort.
Definitely. Them 10s in y'all eyes may not got it. They don't got it.
Girls are starfish. What do we think men are? Like, what is it? A jackhammer? Just in and out, in and out, in and out. Nothing special.
That's hilarious.
Like, we need some rotation in there.
No,
like, they're just
definitely.
like, I'm a 10. I can just.
Like, no, I need you to take your time.
No.
Put in some work.
Yeah.
We don't want just a jackhammer.
That's insane. That's
Yeah.
insane. So, if you're a 2, you're not-
Congratulations.
congratulations. You know what you're doing. You be dicking it down.
But good luck at getting somebody.
Well, if this is a PSA for all the 6, 7, 8s, give a 2 a chance. Put a bag over their head or something. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Turn the lights off. We all look the same in
Turn the
dark.
lights off. Yeah. Oh my God, don't say that. Don't say that. Because I had a friend that literally, well, I won't even say my friend, Nathan's friend, that said, Nathan's friend literally told us all pussies the same in the dark.
Wow. First of all, I
Ho.
feel like I'll be doing tricks. Fuck you.
You a hoe. You know who you are. You're not listening to this, but you know who you are.
They might be listening.
You should. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Well, I feel like that was a twist, a little turn of events. But I'm here for it.
Man.
So,
Cheers to humbling.
cheers to being pretty privileged with the humble.
Period.
Goodbye.